Okay, so welcome on daily current affair module with Yourpedia, and we are covering every day very good topics. And those topics, if you keep on revising, your preparation of current affair will be very good. So I welcome you all on the platform of Yourpedia Education, and let's discuss all these topics now. And we talk about these topics which are there we are going to discuss today's in this video. So these are the topics for 5 and 6 July. For these 2 days I've collected these two topics. So let's see what are the topics are. Prime Minister Modi launches Atmanirbhar Bharat App Innovation Challenge. Bharat App Innovation Challenge. You know, recently we banned some 59 apps of China, and after that, now Prime Minister wants that we should basically innovate our own apps and we should create our own domain, and hence this innovation challenge is created. Prime Minister Modi has met President Kovind and informed him about national and international issues. Is there any constitutional requirement when Prime Minister is to meet President and brief him about this? Answer is yes. There is a constitutional requirement, and we will see what is that requirement. Recently in Delhi, there is a office created by DRDO, hospital created by DRDO named Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel COVID Hospital. And let's see what is this all about. And as under the Vande Bharat mission, Air India is going to have some 36 flights for US and bring the repatriate Indian back home. Bangladesh has gone up in SDG index. So what is SDG index? That we will discuss. Sustainable Development Goal. Earlier their name was Millennium Development Goal. Now it is Sustainable Development Goal. So where is India's situation? What is the index for India and what is the India's position in 166 countries, that we will see. Canada has suspended extradition treaty with Hong Kong over China's new security law. As you know, China has brought a new security law uh, under which even life imprisonment will be basically given to the people who are opposing China's agenda in Hong Kong. Hong Kong was actually made handed over by Britain to China in 1950s 1997. After that, Hong Kong was working under the model of one nation, two systems. But now it is becoming one nation, one system only, because China, mainland China, Communist Party of China, is forcing some kind of laws on Hong Kong. So Myanmar, which was under military junta earlier, is holding the election. Now this is the first election under the civilian rulers. US में there's a good news that record jobs creation is being seen there, because now restaurant are opening and all these things are happening. All party Hurriyat conference, that separatist body in Jammu and Kashmir which was pro Pakistan. So Gilani was the chief of that, who has resigned from all party Hurriyat conference. So let us go one by one now. Prime Minister has launched Atmanirbhar Bharat App Innovation Challenge. Now, what is the meaning of that? It is to identify the best Indian apps which are already existing and to make them big. And second is there are two track strategy. Track one, track two. Track one strategy will be to identify already existing apps and make them big, make them grow. Second is to create new app in the domains of e-learning, work from home, gaming, business, entertainment, office utility, social networking. So there are two track strategy, track one, track two strategy. Track one will work in mission mode and identify the good apps, already good apps which are existing. Track two strategy is to create a new champions in India by providing them support in ideation. Ideation means think of new. Think of new what you can do. So why should we depend upon the apps like TikTok of China? Why China is making TikTok? Why Indians cannot make TikTok? That is a two-track strategy. Now, President, you must be knowing Prime Minister of India has recently visited Ladakh. Surprise visit was there and met the soldiers there. Post line of actual control issue, which was there in Galwan Valley, in which our 20 soldiers got martyred and in the fight with the China. So, Prime Minister visited Ladakh. You know, under Indian constitution there is a requirement that the head of the government, which is prime minister, should visit head of the state, that is president, and brief him about various decision of the government, various national international issues which are going up. So everything is to be told. So who is the head of the state? President. Who is the supreme commander of Indian armed forces? President. And president will brief him about all these things. So what are the constitutional provision? So let's learn a little bit polity here. What is the constitutional position? As per Article 74 of Indian Constitution, there shall be a council of minister headed by Prime Minister who will advise president, and the president shall act in accordance with such advice. अब इसका what is the meaning of this? This simply means that prime minister will advise president and president has to listen to that advice. But yes, president has one option, that he can send back the advice for reconsidering once. He can send back that advice for once, but if it is sent back again to president, he is to follow that. So that means, why do we say president is only nominal head? He is only rubber stamp and he is not the real executive. Why? Because whatever president is to do it after consulting the prime minister. Council of minister means headed by prime minister. That is a group of ministers. And second part of this is also important. Whatever advice is given by council of minister to president, that will not be inquired in any court. That means it is not open to judicial review. Judicial review will not be there on this. Another important article is 78. It shall be the duty of prime minister to communicate the president all decision of council of minister and provide such information of the administration which president may require. That means to keep president aware about the updates, whatever administration updates are there. That is Article 78. So this news that prime minister has met President Kovind, this is actually from the constitution Article 78. This is the constitutional requirement that prime minister should meet president. Let's go to next news. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel COVID hospital is built by DRDO in record time in 12 days and it has become operational. And Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Hospital is created of 1,000 bed, and it was designed, developed and operationalized by DRDO. Yes, DRDO took the help of Health Ministry, Home Ministry, Armed Forces, Tata Sun. So they have taken that help also. Now we know that Vande Bharat mission is already going on, and we are bringing Indian who are basically trapped in different countries back home. Like there are so many students of India which are in US and they want to come back. So far 170 flights have already taken place and brought people back. This is the fourth phase of Vande Bharat mission going on, and in the fourth phase these are the countries from where we are going to bring back Indians. And in this news that there were 36 flights were to go from, now they are to go to US and bring the Indians back from US. You must be knowing that most affected country in COVID is US. More than 25 lakh are affected people there. Now, what is Sustainable Development Goal Index, SDG Index? The news was that Bangladesh has gone up in SDG Index. It is Sustainable Development Goal Index for year 2020. How many countries rank of for how many countries is given is 166, and Bangladesh, which was earlier at 116 position, now it is 109 position. And I will tell you the bad news is India is even below Bangladesh. India's position is 117. Sweden is number 1. So what is Sustainable Development Goal Index? What is the meaning of that? I will tell you there are 17 goals identified by United Nations. Earlier under Millennium Development Goal category, and now they are called Sustainable Development Goals. But before that, let me tell you some comparison. Out of 166 countries, India stands at 117, and the SDG index for India is 61.92. China 48, Sri Lanka 94, even Nepal is ahead of us. So Nepal, Sri Lanka, China, Bangladesh, all the countries are ahead of us in this particular index. What is Sustainable Goal Development Index? Sustainable Development Goal SDG Index. It is adopted by all the nations of United Nations, all the states. Actually, there are 193 countries in United Nations, out of which 166 follow this. And what are there? 17 parameters: no poverty, zero hunger, good health, quality education, gender equality, clean water. All these 17 you read. Read these 17, and these 17 parameters will decide your SDG index. So earlier there was Millennium Development Goal at when the new millennium started in 2000. Then these goals were given, and SDG is the difference between MDG and SDG is not only developing countries are to have these some goals, but even developed countries, industrialized developed countries are to have SDG goal. That is the only difference, and they are to achieve all these goals by 2030. Okay, next news is about Canada. Canada has now suspended extradition treaty with Hong Kong. Why? Even Canada is opposing the new security law by China, basically slapped on Hong Kong. So Hong Kong is believed to be one country, two system, but actually it is not. As per the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, it is not. Hong Kong was thought to be semi-autonomous model when British returned Hong Kong to China in 1997. As per this law, whosoever is doing subversion, session, terrorism, or colluding with foreign forces, the people will be given life imprisonment. So this law was enacted in secretive manner, and participation of Hong Kong was not there, and hence this law is not accepted by Western countries, especially US, Europe, and Canada. They are saying China is not doing good. Okay, our neighborhood Myanmar. Myanmar has always been ruled by military leaders, military generals. It was only last time that Aung San Suu Kyi, Nobel laureate Aung San Suu Kyi, and let me tell you, she's studied in India. Aung San Suu Kyi, she was basically she's from National League of Democracy, and she's Nobel laureate, and she is a pro-democracy leader in Myanmar. She fought with the military junta, and for many years she was under house arrest. Then her party won the election, and U Min Mint became the president, and she became the state councillor. Again, they are fighting the elections in 2000. Now, this 2016, they had the first time they came in power. So the political party of Aung San Suu Kyi's National League for Democracy, and she came in power. Now, again, the elections are being conducted. So elections are in November, and again, she is going to contest it. So please remember this name, Pyuthu Huluta. This is the lower house of the parliament of Myanmar. Another good news is there are record US jobs created in June. Economy is reviving, and how economy is reviving now, more restaurants are opening, and people are doing now, coming out now out of this. It is not that the number of cases, COVID cases have decreased, but people are now coming out. The economy is opening up like in India. Now shutdown was there, but now it is being opened. So now people are getting new jobs, and because of that there is a surge in new jobs created in the month of June in restaurant, etc. That was the news. Even the Federal Reserve chairman, like Reserve Bank of India, so US made his Federal Reserve chairman, Powell, says that there is going to be rebound in the economy. So whenever there is a recession in economy, there is a rebound in economy. So whatever recession we are facing, very soon there will be now again the rebound in the economy. Next news is Gilani resignation from All Party Hurriyat Conference. Who is Gilani? Syed Ali Shah Gilani. He is the hardliner Kashmiri separatist who is pro-Pakistan and was made chairperson for life of All Party Hurriyat Conference, but he resigned. The reason for the resignation were internal. They were not India specific. The reasons were that Kashmiri students used to go to Pakistan occupied Kashmir and study engineering and medicine courses there, especially medical courses, and the seats in those colleges, the seats were allotted by Hurriyat Conference, and there was allegation on Hurriyat Conference that they were doing some kind of corruption in those seats. So because of that, he submitted resignation. And who became the new basically leader of this All Party Hurriyat Conference? Abdullah Gilani. So Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani, after that now Abdullah Gilani. And who is Abdullah Gilani? Abdullah Gilani is the younger brother of SAR Gilani, who was basically involved in 2001 Jaish-e-Mohammed attack university. He was a university teacher who was acquitted of involvement in 2001. He was acquitted. Abdullah was acquitted. SAR Gilani was not acquitted. He was involved in Parliament attack 2001. So this is the related to that. So who became the new leader, that also you should know. So I hope now you have understood this small informations which I discussed with you. One liner, very soon one liner I'm going to come out, I'm going to discuss with you one liner of the entire these news. So be prepared for that. Till that, you keep revising these news. Fine, thank you.